Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. Thank you for watching. I've been doing a lot of shorts about Yamaha recently, so I figured I would do a full-length video on their upscaling guitars, or upcycling rather, guitars project. So that sounds exactly what it is. They're basically taking, instead of throwing out a bunch of pieces of wood, they're taking them, making them kind of look like art projects, and building a guitar out of them. Now, I don't know how long it's going to take until we actually see these hit the market, if they're going to be one-offs and be like really expensive. But let's go ahead and take a look here. The website I'm on today is Guitar Bomb. So Yamaha's upcycling guitars, sustainable revolution. Yamaha's innovative upcycling guitar project transforms scrap materials into unique guitars, promoting sustainability and challenging traditional guitar building methods. So you could see a 40-piece guitar. Just keep that in mind. That is a possibility. Look at this crazy thing. I love the way this looks, but there's a lot of, let's see. Well, let's just count. Before we get into this, let's just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, I think 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, at least 28 pieces of wood that body is made out of. That is crazy. That is crazy. But looks pretty cool, I'll be honest with you. Yamaha has once again pushed the boundaries of instruments manufacturing with its groundbreaking upcycling guitar series. The eco-friendly initiative aims to reduce waste, maximize material efficiency, and explore the potential of unconventional materials in guitar production. A commitment to sustainability. The upcycling guitar project is rooted in Yamaha's dedication to environmental conservation by repurposing leftover material from other instruments, such as piano, marimbas. The company creates one-of-a-kind guitars while minimizing its environmental impact. So beyond sustainability, a design revolution, the upcycling guitar series is not just sustainable, it's also a testament to Yamaha's innovative spirit. The guitar showcases the potential of unconventional material and the challenge traditional notions of what constitutes a good guitar. The Red Dot Design Concept Award, testament to the project's significance, the upcycling guitar series has been honored with the prestigious Red Dot Design Concept Award. So these have not actually been released to the public yet, to my knowledge. I have found articles going back to 2020, so you're talking 4 years ago now at this point in time. But it looks, and then I also found some stuff going back to 2022, and then it seems like they're talking about it again. So I think maybe they just had to wait a while. Maybe they were just so good at what they were doing. A lot of mass manufacturers they try to waste as little material as possible, because the more material you waste, the less money you get. So it doesn't surprise me that maybe they didn't have enough material to make a suitable batch of guitars until recently. This recognition highlights the innovative design and sustainability of these unique instruments. Look at the upcycling guitar models. The upcycling guitar collection includes the Piano Revstar, crafted from surplus piano woods. The Marbaramba Revstar, made from scrap rosewood. These guitars demonstrate the material's versatility and the potential for creating high-quality instruments from unconventional sources. Now, being that these are leftover guitars, as I said, it's either going to be really expensive or really cheap. I honestly don't know which, being that gluing 20 pieces of wood together to create a guitar takes a lot longer than gluing 2 to 3 pieces of material to create a guitar. Same with the necks. So it may look really cool, but I think it might also be very expensive, because I can see these being very labor intensive. So Yamaha's vision for the future. Yamaha aims to revolutionize the guitar build industry by exploring new materials and challenging traditional methods, by focusing on instrument sound quality and performance rather than solely on traditional materials. Yamaha hopes to create a more sustainable and innovative future for guitar production. So I feel like this is going to be something where you love it or hate it too, because a lot of people hate multi-piece guitars. I've seen people where they will sand the finish off of a made in Mexico Fender, or even a USA Fender, or a Squier, and find out that the body is constructed of 7 or 8 pieces of wood. A lot of people say that you get significantly better sustain, providing that it is, like a one-piece body, one-piece neck. that they say a lot of people will argue that that is the best sustain. And that would make sense because, it's one continuous piece of wood cut from the same lumber. So I would say theoretically anyway that the sound, the tone coming from that piece of wood is consistent and everywhere. Where if you have 100 pieces of wood all glued together, not only are you fighting with the glue at all the different joints, but you got to figure it's going to sound really wonky, being that it's going to resonate at a bunch of different frequencies as opposed to just maybe one or two. Guitar bottom verdict. Yamaha's upcycling project is a shining example of how sustainability and innovation can go hand in hand. By transforming scrap material into beautiful functional instruments, Yamaha is reducing waste and inspiring a new generation of guitar makers to explore the possibility of unconventional materials. The concept has yielded impressive results. Now they must put it into production. Ideally, this way of thinking will be adapted by more companies and help make instruments more sustainable and environmentally friendly. I think Gibson did something like this with, I think they did it with a couple of trees that got wrecked in a hurricane. It was like, but they were extremely expensive too. I don't remember the name of them, but it was like, okay, these really nice trees got wrecked in a hurricane, but we're going to use the wood anyway. But it was a whole tree getting knocked down, not a piece of leftover wood. So we don't have prices on these at all yet. I don't believe. We'll go ahead and just double check. I don't think you can currently buy one. Yeah, it looks like just a bunch of stuff. So as I said, there is an article from Yamaha themselves going back to 2020. So I believe because this is not the USA, they do year, month, day is how that's dated, if I'm correctly. Yeah, and this is saying, okay, so maybe it is 2022. So this is saying since December 2022. But this is going back a ways. So, I mean, they have a few of these. You can see multiple piece necks going on, but this is directly off the Yamaha website. Pretty much the same thing. We can go ahead and read this one too. Why not? So musical instrument wood exposition since December 7th, 2022. The Yamaha Ginza shop, Ginza, I'm saying that right? Ginza shop has been holding the musical instrument world exhibition, which introduces information on the wood used in musical instruments, the wood and the forest conservation efforts at Yamaha, as well as displays related prototypes. The first of its main exhibits is the Upcycling Guitars concept model that utilizes unused materials with research and development divisions is working to create a new value for musical instruments. So we can see actually that has layers. So not the top was 28 pieces of wood and you probably got another 28 times 2 with the layers there, whatever. 28 plus 28, 6 carry the 1, 46. Oh God, plus another 28, 4 carry the 1. What is that, 64 pieces of wood potentially in these bad boys? So Yamaha Upcycling guitar. The procedure uses large amounts of wood to make its musical instruments, but unfortunately this includes materials or cut waste that could not be used in instruments. At Yamaha, we call these unused materials, and we are promoting efforts to effectively utilize them as resources. The type of wood used for a wide variety of musical instruments includes wood that has not been conventionally used for guitars, but by revisiting their appeal and revitalizing them as materials for guitars, we are exploring new values for guitars. When doing so, we do not compromise quality in order to recycle materials, but instead aim to upcycle materials to utilize the value it holds, making musical instruments that sound good from any material. The relationship between the musical instruments and the material is very close and determines not only its sound, but also its appearance, size, weight, and other factors. Among them, rare types of wood, which are often used for specific instruments, often require many years to grow these trees, and are a finite resource. At Yamaha, we are promoting efforts to gain a deep understanding of characteristics of material required for musical instruments through specific analytics of instruments' performance, and then apply those characteristics in design. By gaining a better understanding of what is truly excellent about rare types of wood and what characteristics are truly important for musical instruments, we may one day be able to create instruments that sound good no matter what material is used. And I would argue that for an electric guitar, it really doesn't matter what type of wood you're using. An acoustic, 100% more. An electric, as long as you got some pickups and electronics on there and a neck, you're going to make noises out of it. Is it going to sound the best in the world? Probably not. But you can probably dial it in with an amp, and then when you actually go to mixing it in an audio mixer, you can do whatever you want with it, and then there you go. Value for musical instruments. It's a technology that allows for sound to be produced freely from any material or to be established. Then how should we make good guitars? We believe precisely because the degree of freedom is increasing that it'll be more important to search for new quality together with musicians. The upcycling guitar is a concept model for such efforts. We have also set trial performance days. We hope you will come to Yamaha Ginza shop and think about musical instruments and wood, as well as the new value for instruments. So, I mean, because these are scrap guitars, if they're making them dirt cheap, by all means, I would say, yeah, keep up with it. You know, make them beginner instruments, you know, maybe $300-400, and it looks really, really cool. But if it's something where they're going to try to be like, oh, it's artsy and all this other stuff, and like, okay, it's $2,000, maybe not so much, but right now it's just a concept. Unfortunately, we do not have any pricing on it. I mean, I feel like they look like they're going to be expensive. Yamaha makes really great guitars, both electric and acoustic. I have an acoustic. I've had an electric from them as well. And they do not skimp on the quality. If you can afford it, you know, definitely go for the Japanese-made Yamahas, and then you'll be getting the best of the best from them. You know, it's something different. You know, maybe you don't want a Gibson or a Fender or a PRS or an Ibanez. Maybe you go to Yamaha. A lot of people in Japan love them. That's where I think the majority of these bad boys are sold, but you can get them in the U.S. fairly easily as well. Just you have to look a little bit harder. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. And as always, have a good one.